This video is going to help you learn how to answer your threaded discussions. Now, there are going to be several discussions in the class. The first one that we will be completing is 1.01, Discuss Getting to Know You. There are a few different ways to get to the assignment. You can go through here, which is your list of assignments and things to do, your upcoming events, rather, in your class plan. You can also use this small arrow to go to the calendar view, where you can access things in more of a visual way, or you can even go over here to your class content and navigate through here in Unit 1. Now, I prefer to use the most straightforward way, which is to click here on the assignment on August 20th. And when I do, it takes me to the same content that you would find if you were clicking on that calendar. Now at the top, there are 3 links that I've added for you. There's a lesson introduction, there's a learn getting to know you. This is where you will read the topic, the prompt, as well as find the rubric. Don't forget to download and read. And then the third portion here is where you will go in and post your thread. Now this portion gets a little bit tricky because when you go into your discussions, now this is the same thing as down here, 1.01 Discuss. It's just 2 different ways of getting there. And I said it was tricky because when you get into the actual discussion where you post your thread, you don't see right away a place where it says to post. There aren't any buttons available. So here's the trick. You have to click on the title of the discussion. So when I click, a new window pops up, and here are my tools to be able to post. Now, I'm following my own advice that I had posted on the introduction, and I've actually already written my discussion in Microsoft Word. Now this allows me to check my spelling, reread it, save it for a later date. Maybe if Mrs. Trapp asks you to send it in a K-mail or something, you can have it saved on your computer. So this is my example. I've written a couple paragraphs. I've been very thorough, and now I want to add it to our class discussion. So I'm going to click on Start a New Thread. And then I'm going to give my new post a title. I'm just going to call this Mrs. Trapp's Example. All right, now I'm going to go into Microsoft Word, highlight what I want to copy. I'm going to Control C for copy and Control V for paste. And here is my discussion. Now, I'm not done yet. You don't have to add any extras, but you most certainly can as long as they are appropriate to the lesson. I want to add in a link because I mentioned something interesting that I have found on the internet. So again, I'm going to copy, come back over here, and I'm going to paste from the internet. So I will put the URL here, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's on sci-fi.com, so I'll leave the title the same. And then I'm going to insert. Again, this portion is completely optional. You can add pictures by clicking here, the little mountain. You can even, let's see, there's an insert stuff button that pops up. You can insert a whole lot of different things, and I'm going to cancel because I'm not adding any of those. But when I'm done and I have a complete discussion, I'm going to click the blue button that says Post. All right, I'm going to close my Microsoft, and my post should be complete. Okay, once I've added my post, you're probably thinking, it didn't give me any kind of a notification that says I did it, so where do I find it? Well, you are going to have to scroll down. And as you'll see, Mrs. Trapp's example is right here. Now, plenty of other students have already started adding their posts. I'm going to go ahead and click on mine. There we go. And I have a Mrs. Trapp's example. There we go. And from here, you should be able to click onto the link from Sci-Fi if you want to check it out, and you should be good to go.